Hey there, folks. Welcome to my week's painting diary, where we go over everything I've done for the last week in painting. So, this week I've been reasonably productive. As you can see here by everything I've done, I'll go through them in a minute. It was my birthday this week, so I was a little naughty and I did a little more of my own stuff more than I did for work stuff. But I still managed to get some work stuff done, so I can pay the bills. So, let's go through some of the stuff I did. All right, first up, we have these odd looking fellas. So these were from the TT Combat's Desert of the Dead range, and they are cactus dudes. I don't know what else to call them. Cactus men, cactus monsters. I don't know. I there's not much I can say about these. They were a real pain in the ass to paint. I mean, imagine painting 1,000 spears or spear tips on 6 models. Every one of these individual little thorns had to be painted and highlighted. Um, the color scheme itself, I mean, I had a quick look online. Cactuses are cactuses, aren't they? They're green. So there wasn't a lot I could do to make them stand out. I mean, I could make some of them a little older, maybe like browner and stuff like that. But there you go. So I did 6 cactus monsters. There's 3 sculpts, 2 of each. That'll be going back over here. Some more halfling Persians. I did one of the halfling commanders. I really like this range, by the way. And these models are so characterful, so much fun, and I'm really looking forward to when they come out to retail. I'm definitely going to pick some up and do a little halfling force, maybe to oppose my shield maidens. These were the veterans I showed you last week. I was just starting with them, so they are now completed. In the same color scheme I did the others. So I've done spears, I've done swords, I've done great weapons, I've done archers, and now I'm on to characters and some cavalry. So there's a camel riders in the future, some chariots, etc. But they're a lot of fun, really characterful, really nice. I really like these a lot. This comes from the same range. Don't like them so much. I also painted up some flagmen, some banner bearers for my Milnetonians, my medieval sort of pseudo French army. This guy still needs his shield. So I was complaining about when I did my last update that I needed some banners for the units because the armies looked a little bare without banners. So I've painted a couple of banners to add to the units. There's already one in the previous one, so that'll go into those. The reason I haven't done the shields yet is I couldn't remember which units they were going into, so I've got to go pull out all the army and have a look at them. These 2 guys, right, so these 2, I'm going to have to explain them first. I freelance for a company called Lucky Duck Games, who are a Polish company owned by a French dude, and they sell board games. They sell some great board games. They do Chronicles of Crime, Time of Legends, Destinies. They got Kingdom Rush, which was really successful last year, Paranormal Detectives, many more. They got a Kickstarter coming up in February the 9th, I believe, for a standalone expansion for Kingdom Rush. I did the miniatures for the original game a year or so ago, and they sent me the prototype to try out. And when I go to conventions and stuff, I demo the board games for them in those areas. So I painted up the 2 miniatures that come with my prototype. There'll be more miniatures in the game itself. So you got this fire dude. These are obviously prototype miniatures, 3D printed, and they're pretty decent. This guy, sufficiently adequate. This one I noticed, the pose on this one is very flat, but on the game itself, she's much more dynamic. So yeah, so I got those 2 ready for trying out the expansion. And then over here, you'll see is some Crusaders. So the tents at the back, just a quick note, I just put them there for fun, but I painted those a while back. These guys, I'm just going to move these cactus people out of the way before they stick me in the hand when I switch over. I painted up King Richard. These are from Fireforge Models. I got these ones actually for Christmas, but I got some more stuff for my birthday as well this week, which I'm going to do a separate video on this project. But I did the foot-in mounted version of King Richard. It was a really nice model actually, and it came out really nice. He had a slight blemish on his coat, if you can see over there. I tried using my Dremel and filing it down, but it seems like it's all the way through, which is a shame. And I think it's just the cloak itself, because if you look at this fella, he's not got that same blemish. So the mounted cloak has like a all the way through, it has a damage in the cloak right there. But I mean, what can you do? I tried fixing it, it didn't work, so I just didn't worry about it. It's not the end of the world. So that's those two fellas done. And then I've got these 6 over here. These are his personal retinue that I'm calling. So as you can see, they've got the lion shields. I've added some red to the helmets. They got the Crusader symbol, or the Templar symbol really, but they're not Templars, they're just going to be basic Crusaders. And I did these are the Fireforge Cavalry box set. They come from the Templar box set. I split them down into 2 sets of 6. Hopefully next week you'll see the actual Templars. So I used all the robed horses for the Templars, and I used all the bare neck, the sort of the non-robed horses for these guys. And I gave them sort of very Norman style helmets that come from the Normandy coast. As I think that's where they've come with them, from all the way from France, all the way across into Sicily and into Italy, and then to the Crusades. So they've traveled a long way with him. I've got lots more cavalry to do. I've got 12 Templar Knights that I want to do, and then I've got another 6 cavalry that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with yet. I'm either going to make another sort of 6 cavalry like this, which are just sort of separate Crusaders, sort of just they've joined the cause from different houses, or maybe some mounted sergeants with crossbows. I don't know yet. I'm not decided. Anyway, that is all the stuff that I've done this week. I've got some more stuff coming up next week. Like I said already, I got the Templars and some other bits. I got some Game of Thrones miniatures, some Blood Rage miniatures. You notice I didn't paint any Blood Rage this week, which is a bit of a... That's why I was saying I was naughty, because I decided to paint some of my own stuff. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Oh, actually, maybe just as a little bonus, I'll put some of Carla's miniatures that she's painted in here. She's finished a whole lot of stuff that she's going to be sending back. So if I don't put them up now, you might not see them, or I might put some pictures up. But thanks for watching. See you guys later.